Okay. Okay, so now we all will do the words together. Can you see the slides?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we will chant everybody together, okay? Okay, you know what we'll do is one line I'll say and then you can repeat after me, and then I'll give two kids to do it together, okay? So one line and then you can repeat after me. Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartina Arjuna Mamupatyatu Kaunteya Punarjanma na vidyate Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna Mamupatyatu Kaunteya Punarjanma na vidyate. Okay, so Jagdish and Akshita, can you say the translation? Can you read the translation?
From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest places of misery, wherein we play birth and death. Take place. But one who attends my he never birth again.
Okay, so now Rudra and Ashu, can you both read it?
Mataji, I can't see the slide.
You can't see the slide? Can you see the slide?
No, I can't.
Now?
No.
Others, can you all see the slide?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Ashutosh, can you come over here then? Come over here. Okay, so whom did I say? Ashutosh and Rudra. Can you see the translation?
From the highest planet in the material world
down to the lowest, all places of misery, where repeated birth and death. One who takes to my abode also something never takes again.
Okay. Okay, so why is the Lord saying that He never takes birth again? Any guess? When we go to the Lord's abode, then we never take birth again. Why is the Lord saying so? You all can mute, and then whoever wants to answer can unmute and tell me the answer, okay? Okay. Okay. So Ashutosh is saying so that we can be His service where? On the earth. Okay, so anybody else wants to answer that?
The world.
Sorry?
The world of birth and death.
Okay. But then why is the Lord saying that when you come to my abode, you will never take birth again?
Because Krishna's abode is the highest.
Okay. Okay, because Krishna is the eternal Father, his abode is the highest. What else?
Final destination.
Very good. That's the final destination. You know what? There is a movie also, Final Destination, right? But then what does this final destination mean?
It means like you don't have to go to another place, you just stay there permanently.
Yes, that means that is our whatever we are doing in this material world is all temporary, right? And whatever we are doing, the ultimate place where we need to go is to our dear Lord Krishna. Okay? Okay, when you are, you know what, one thing we need to follow. When you are not answering, kids, when you are not answering, you will mute. If you have to say anything, anytime, just unmute and say, but all the other times, please mute yourself, okay? So that others can listen to what is going on. You say your answer and you mute yourself. Okay, now I want, wait, who is there whom I haven't asked? Rudra, do you want to answer or anybody? Jagdish? Okay, so Jagdish, can you tell me why is Srila Prabhupada saying men with small intelligence? Why is it said men with small intelligence?
Ramachandra.
Okay, Ramachandra, go ahead.
Because the demigods are lower than Krishna, and demigods.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, that means what we can say is that the demigods get all the because the eternal Father is Lord Krishna, right? So the demigods are also empowered by the Lord Krishna. Remember last time we gave an example that if I want to get a benediction, I can directly please Lord Krishna, right? If I'm going to please the others, they are going to get the boons from Lord Krishna. So instead of asking the demigods, I can directly be in the loving service of the Lord. But now does that mean that I should not be respectful to the demigods?
No.
No. For demigods because they're a higher position than you.
Yes. Who said that?
Ramachandra.
Very good. So always remember, we should not be disrespectful to the demigods. Okay? We should not say that, oh, you know what, I'm just going to worship Lord Krishna, so I do not want to do anything with the demigods. No. In our Vaishnava community also, like when we are dealing with one devotee to the another devotee, we give that devotee also a lot of respect. Then the demigods are all the who are working on the instruction of Lord Krishna. Then we cannot be disrespectful to the demigods. Okay? Every demigod is working under the instruction of Lord Krishna.
Yes.
So we should see to it that they should get their respect. And also we should know that Lord Krishna is the supreme. Somebody wants to say something? Okay. So now I want one more person. Okay, wait, let me choose. Radhika is there? Who is Radhika? I see a Radhika over here. Okay, Nandini, can you explain the words in your own words? What do you understand by it?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, go ahead. Whatever you understand. It is not compulsory that you have everything covered. Whatever you think it is. Okay, or is Pranav, Balaram, who wants to go? Janaki, you are also there.
Prathamesh.
Okay, Shreyas, Prathamesh and then Jagdish. Yes, you can explain what you know in this verse one at a time.
So,
Others can please.
Mataji.
Yes.
Because when we don't have that much intelligence, they have to worship the gods.
Okay, they can worship the other gods.
Mataji, I understand that who worship Krishna will go to his abode and who worship the demigods will go to their abode.
Very good, very good.
Okay, can I do it?
Yes, yes.
So the people who worship Krishna go to Krishna's abode, but there are people who worship the demigods who go to their abode, but their life is still temporary.
Yes, very good.
Akshita.
Yes, Akshita, and then Janvi. Yes, Balaram also.
So I understood that whoever worships the demigods goes back to the demigods planet, but Krishna
is very good. Yes, yes. Got it. Thanks, Akshita. Balaram.
Can I?
You know what? We are not hearing because all others are not on mute. Only Balaram can be on mute and others can mute yourself, please. Yes, Balaram, go ahead.
People who do not know Krishna, they worship the demigods.
Okay.
But people who are to Krishna.
Your voice is breaking, Balaram.
People who are devoted for Krishna.
Very good, good. Jahnavi, do you want to say something?
Yes.
Yes, Jahnavi, go ahead.
I understand that whoever worships the demigods will go back to the supreme planet.
Okay, see, you know what? See what the verse says is that men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. That means if I am going to worship, suppose, if I worship Mother Lakshmi or Lord Shiva, they are going to give me boons, no doubt. But then what? Yeah, but then it is going to be temporary, okay? Because at the most I can get those boons and enjoy on this planet.
Okay.
But what is my ultimate destination? It is to reach Lord Krishna's abode, okay? And that is the reason I have to worship Lord Krishna so that I can go to his abode, okay? So now we go to the next verse. Okay. Everybody repeat after me. Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhaktya alpamedhasham devam devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi antavattu phalam tesham tadbhaktya alpamedhasham tadbhaktya alpa medhasham devan devayajo yanti bhaktya yanti mamapi Okay. So now, Who is it?
Me,
Balaram, can you read the translation?
man of small seasons worship God. Allah ultimately is the supreme planet.
Okay. Who is there? Wait. There was someone whom I wanted to see. Suraj, can you read it? Suraj and Jagannath, can you both read together?
Antvatu phalam tesham tadbhakti. I don't know why. Yeah, but the other one is not singing.
It's okay, you sing.
Antvatu phalam tesham tadbhakti.
Very good. Chinmay and Lalita is there. Who is Lalita?
Pranav would like to sing.
Yeah, yes. Pranav and Chinmay, please go ahead.
Antavartatu phalam tesham sadhavati alpamedasham devan joyanti mamati.
Okay, both of you, can you read the translation also, please?
Yes, Mataji. Religions worship the demigod, and they are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigod of the demigod, but my ultimate my supreme planet. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now what we'll do is we will go to the further part. Remember last time we did about the aliens and we came up to a point wherein we explained about what all were there were some people who could see the spaceships coming, right?
Yeah.
Then we also said that only in the earlier times what it was, they said that, okay, whatever aliens we are seeing, those are such creatures with pointed nose, pointed eyes and green bodies. But if we look into our Srimad Bhagavatam, they also say, what are aliens we are saying? Those who are coming from the other planets, right? From the other upper planets, from the other heavenly bodies, those who are coming. So if we go back into our scriptures, it says that we had such beautiful Gandharvas and Apsaras, right? And they were such beautiful. They were not like green creatures or pointed nose, or they were such beautiful beings which exist, right? And we know that these Apsaras, they came from the heavenly planets, and some rishi was doing some tapasya, and then they tried to disturb his tapasya. So these were all heavenly bodies which came, right? So our culture, like our Indian culture or the ancient culture, is no new for this alien body. Okay, we already know that there are other planets because we believe, right? From the courts of Lord Vishnu, there are millions of universes which are formed, right? And there are so many planetary arrangements. The upper lok, all the lokas which are there. Now, in this, the explanations are given that these people each and every person has a different, like some of them can, last time we talked about, right? With the help of the Hatha Yoga, you can also uplift your body, okay? That is called as the Lagima Siddhi. Now, what is a Siddhi? It is some mystic power, okay? I do abracadabra and then there is magic, right? The same way, this is not magic, but this is Siddhi. That means these saints or these sages, they sit for a long time doing tapasya, right? What do? If we have to do tapasya, we will have one eye open. What is there to eat today? What is there for dinner today? We don't sit for a long time, but these rishis and these saints and these sages, they sat for thousands of years. Now somebody will ask me, Mataji, you are saying thousands of years. People just live for 80 or 70 years, 90 years, 100 years. But in the earlier times, in the earlier yugas, people's life was like thousands of years, and they wouldn't look old. Okay, so each and every yuga had its own lifetime. So Kali Yuga has like maximum 110 that people live. As the yugas went on, their life started decreasing. So it is seen that these people have mystic powers. That means they can say some mantra and then they can make you disappear, or they themselves can disappear. So this is what the aliens or the heavenly bodies, who they come, they have that power. When now these heavenly bodies, when they look at us, they might be thinking, oh, you know what? They switch on a button and the light comes up. For them, that is magic, but that is science for us, right? So it is that these heavenly bodies, they can do many such things. We must have seen in movies, you must have seen that an alien comes and the spaceship, it puts his rays on something, and that human being becomes small, and then that human being or that animal is sucked into their disc. See over here, you can see this. A car is getting pulled into the disc. So like that also there are powers, because, and these are mentioned, so we need to trust them. Now there are something also called as the Vashishta Siddhi. That means you can telecommunicate. A person might be far away from your place, but you can communicate. And in this example, it is given that Vyasadeva and his mother's name was Satyavati. Once what happened was, Mother Satyavati, she wanted to meet her son, Vyasadeva. Now Vyasadeva was a mystical person. He was a sage. He used to be in Himalayas. He used to be in his tapasyas. But then once when Mother Satyavati wanted to meet him, there were no telephones that time. There were no letters, or there was no email also that time. So she, from her mind, yes, also. If you want to answer something, you'll have to comment it over here. Yes, so Vyasadeva, her son, had said that whenever you want me, or whenever you want to talk to me, or whenever you need my help, that time just think about me and then I will appear. See, Vyasadeva, the great sage Vyasadeva, was a human who was empowered by the Lord. He possessed great mystic abilities. When he was a child, the sage Vyasa had made a promise to Mother Satyavati, saying, Mother, if you ever need me, just set your mind upon me. Just imagine, if we, you know what, without being a sage also we have our power. If we really, with a pure heart, set our minds on Lord Krishna, or when we are chanting also, if we set our mind on the chanting, you can see that many amazing thoughts can come to your mind. And sometimes, if you really, suppose, you know what, in one lecture, one Maharaj had said that when you read Srimad Bhagavatam, and then when you are chanting, you can just, it happens that you start thinking about the pastimes of the Lord, and your chanting becomes so wonderful that you start visualizing those pastimes. That is the power of chanting, and that is the power of setting your mind on something. So instead of having my mind set on some Minecraft game or some, I know you kids are so busy for the whole day having calls and doing all your homework and then your Damodar group and all these different activities you're doing, you do not have time for that. But instead of wasting time on all other things, if you can read Srimad Bhagavatam, any small story, you can hear it, and then you can, when you're chanting, you can think about it, and then you can see how beautiful your chanting becomes. So that is the way you are connecting through your mind to the Lord. Okay? Because chanting, the name, Hari's Naam, right? It is no other than the Lord's name. So what does Vyasadeva say? Mother, if you want to think of, if you want me, you just set your mind upon me and I shall appear before you. This was his mystic power. Okay? So Satyavati needed to, years later, Satyavati needed to speak to Vyasadeva. Okay? And she fixed her mind on her son, and in a moment's time, when she recited the Vedic mantras, what happened? Vyasadeva appeared before her. Okay? So this is the power of communication. and you can have this power set in yourself with the help of chanting the holy name. You remember there is one story of Raghunath, right? And I always forget the father's name. And what he did was, what is the power of communication? You know, it is between the Lord and him. That when his dad used to every day offer food to the God, okay, to the Lord. And when one time he had to go away with some matters. And then he was asked, what does the dad said? That, Ray Raghunath, I am going away and I am assigning you this work. So I am going to tell you how to offer the food to the Lord. You offer the food to the Lord and see to it that he is eating his food. Now this was the instruction given by his father. What did the boy do? Next day, as his dad said, he got water, he got achman, he kept it and he waited. And he said, okay Krishna, now eat the food. And then he waited for a few minutes and he saw that the plate is just as it is. Then he thought that maybe Krishna will eat after some time, but again the plate was as it is. Then he started begging to Krishna, Krishna please. That means he started communicating to Krishna, right? You should also offer bhoga and try to talk to Krishna like that. And he started, please Krishna, eat the food. My father has said to eat food. He will be so mad that you did not eat your food and then you will not get strength. Please eat your food. And he started begging very innocently. You know what, when our bhakti to the Lord should be very innocent bhakti. If you say, you know what Lord, I know everything, what was your pastime, the Lord is going to say, okay, you sit over there then. You should be innocently praying to the Lord, that Lord, I do not know anything, please help me. And what happened with Raghunath? He saw that the Lord came and the Lord started eating food. And he ate all his plate. And when the father came, then he said that, after 2 days his mom said that, you know what, Raghunath brings it and there is no prasadam left in the plate. I don't know what your son is doing. So then his father hides behind and sees what is going on. And he is so surprised to see that the Lord is himself coming and eating food. So that is the power of communicating, okay? So this was just one story related to it. So now what we were talking about last time was that these aliens or these extraterrestrial bodies or these mystical beings which are there, not in our universe but with other universes, they have many different powers. Some can walk through the window, they can walk through the doors. That does not mean that they are ghosts, but that means that they can leave their bodies and they can travel. Okay? Some of them can sit for mystic yogas like this. Over here also you see that the last time we talked, right, that some sages, they could move to see the stars and they could move to another planet, leaving their material body, and then their subtle body used to go away, and then they could, with their mind, they used to travel. So this is all not just fate. It has happened in our history, and these in the text now that you see is just a explanation of it. Then there are also some beings which are called as Guhyakas, okay, and these are supposed to be saints which sit in the Himalayas, or they are sitting in the secluded place and then they are worshipping the Lord, or they are doing the chanting of the Lord. One of the example is also Lord Kubera. Okay, Kubera, he is the god of wealth, right? So he is also one of the Guhyakas which is mentioned in our scriptures. So we should always be so fortunate that our scriptures tell us everything about this. Last time we saw about Ravana, right? About how Ravana also had so many heads and so many. Hey Suraj, you are going to show me the drawing. Where is the drawing of the 20 legs of Ravana?
I should put on Ravana.
Okay, I'll be waiting for it, okay? Okay, now there is one more story which is mentioned in your text about a UFO encounter, okay? Again, what is a UFO?
Flying disc.
Yes, but what is the full form?
An unidentified flying object.
Yes, an unidentified flying object, okay? So there was one lady who had... It is called as unidentified because we have not named it, right? We do not know from which planets it has come, who beings are there on it, what exactly is that. So it is unidentified. And because it is flying in the sky, so it is called as flying object. Okay. So there was a lady called as Sarah Shaw, and she saw that like this disc had come up on the earth. And what did she see earlier? What people had seen, that only these aliens came, they moved around on the earth, they took some samples and they went away. But this lady, she saw that these aliens or these extraterrestrial beings could also peer through her window and they could come in. Okay, just as we explained in our scriptures, what we have seen, right? That these mystic powers which they have, they can pass through anything. So that means when our scriptures also say it, so it is true and it might be true. Okay. So okay, this we have explained. I think everything else we have done. About Ravana also we have explained. So this is Ravana, then this is Ravana's brother. So these are all different types of cases and different type of beings which we have seen in our past. In our scriptures also it is mentioned. Okay, coming. Anybody have any queries over this? Because we are ending with the extraterrestrial chapter, and tomorrow Padmasati Mataji will take something else. Yes.
Brother.
Who has a brother?
Yeah.
I did not get you, Balram. You said something?
What photo?
Balram, you know what? Your voice is cutting, but I cannot hear you.
What?
Others, please mute because we cannot hear the others talking. Everybody, please mute and Balram can talk. Yes, Balram.
Brother is there in the picture here.
Yes, yes. So, I think I have taken this as Kumbhakarna, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
If I'm not wrong, it's Kumbhakarna.
Okay.
Okay, what else we had? No. So this Vedas, Siddhas, see, we just have different names for this, okay? Over here, when we talk about in the scientific terms, they just say aliens, right? But we know in our scriptures, they are called in the Vedas, they are called as Siddhas, Charanas, Urgas, and Guhyakas, Vidyadharas. Okay, so these are different beings in different shapes and like different bodies that they come from other planets or other planetary beings on the earth. Okay, anybody has any queries that we have over here? We have covered everything, I guess. Yes. Okay, because we are at the finishing also, because Damodar group will also start coming. And see to it that I think this chapter did not have any homework, if I'm not wrong.
It did not have to.
Yeah, it did not have any homework. So, you know what? I want you to do one thing, okay, as a homework. I want you all to draw on one side. I think last time also I told this. On one side you can draw an alien according to what you know, what you've seen now in our slides. And on the other side you can draw a beautiful Gandharva or a beautiful Urvashi. This is the alien which we know, right? And this is the heavenly bodies which we know in our scriptures. So can you draw that and can you send it in our group? It has like this. It does not have to be like this. You can just draw whatever you wish. Okay, because there is no homework, so just take this as a homework. And let me see. And Suraj, I'm waiting for the 20 legs and 20 hands. Okay, of Ravana. Okay, so we will end our call. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.